If I were to put in that position, I would feel very disgusting and scary to me, in my opinion.
Wants to get their hands dirty doing all these kind of things.
I feel that the people working in this industry is quite disgusting.
Death is always a sensitive topic to talk about. Death is something that most of us fear. Then again, death is inevitable. In 2013, there were at least 18,900 deaths in Singapore. Almost 6,500 of them were fatal and injury-related accidents, which translates to the number of dead bodies for embalming per day. Like many Singaporeans, 58-year-old Anthony Tay would love to enjoy spending his Sunday afternoon catching up with his friends. However, his job requires him to be on standby at all times. Anthony has been embalming for 31 years. As this industry operates round the clock, it sometimes requires Anthony to wake up at odd hours of the day, cancel his holiday plans, his daily routine and such at very short notice.
Maybe while sitting with friends, having drinks either in a lounge or in a coffee shop or whatever it is, but the phone ring, I have to go off. I feel it, personally, because of this nature of job, that make me lost a lot of friends in a way.
Normally, Anthony will handle at least 3 cases per day depending on the business. Anthony was attracted to this job after his friends who are working at the Singapore Casket Company persuaded him to take up embalming, and they assured him that he would be able to command a high salary because at that time there were only less than 10 embalmers in Singapore. Working as an embalmer for so many years, the support of his family is a significant factor that keeps him motivated and going. Anthony is married to Alice, who became an embalmer after they were married. Knowing each other for more than a decade before they were married, Alice has long accepted Anthony's job.
会有点怕啦，还问他你做这份工你不会怕咩？然后他讲怕都不用找吃了啦，他这样子说了。因为那时候他每次教人家教会那些人呐，做会了，连他们又自己出来做，降低那些价钱，所以我就自愿出来帮他做这样子了。
Another embalmer who has full support from his family members is 58-year-old Santos.
I joined this industry since 1975. The time when I still a high school graduate. The time, my sister only asked me to try only to if I like the job. Then after that I observe. I feel I love it. That's why I continue up to now.
Santos has been in the industry for many years. He believes that respecting the dead is important.
Pray to the dead body that you do a good job for her and at least for your own health also. You must pray before you do the embalming.
Embalming is an important process to disinfect and preserve the physical appearance of the dead. It has been a tradition to have a period of visitation to the body. Without embalming, bodies become unviewable within a short time. This is when the embalmers make a poignant difference. Although this industry allows embalmers to earn high income, it's not without any danger. Before the embalming begins, Anthony ensures that he is suited up properly and meticulously adheres to all the safety precautions.
We need to put on protective clothing, regardless of whether we are going to handle a case that die with cause of death that are contagious or not.
As this job presents health hazards to the embalmers, not everyone is willing to take up this job. However, someone still has to do the job, as embalming is one of the most important services provided for the dead. Anthony tempers the rigor mortis of the deceased through massage to help facilitate drainage and the distribution of embalming fluid. Anthony will take up all jobs with dignity, but is uncomfortable with some, such as embalming a pregnant woman.
Knowing that this human remains not only the person alone, but there is another fetus there, which is also alive, but have died. So when we, especially when we want to aspirate or drain out the fluid from the abdomen or abdominal regions, somehow or other that trocar will shit the fetus. So just imagine that there's another baby there and you shit. So I just feel lousy. That's all.
Besides Anthony's discomfort in embalming pregnant women, Alice has her own discomforts too.
有腐烂那些很臭啊，有虫那些啊，我就不敢做了，不敢看。
After suturing the incision, the final step will be dressing and applying makeup. Anthony's wife joins him as an embalmer and Santos' sons assist him with the embalming.
Actually, I didn't join. I grew up in this thing. My father is doing this kind of job, so for me it's like assisting everything, helping my dad. I didn't join. I just assist. Then after a while, I just like go on, help him, and that's all. My mom doesn't mind. My mom, she doesn't mind my father working that kind of thing, and she also doesn't mind. Four of us working that kind of thing, like assisting or something. She doesn't mind because it's actually, it's a ready job for us. It's not like we still struggle to find a job, but it's just a temporary for us. Until we find our own job.
Other than Santos' sons, his wife also supports him through these years, even though she's currently living in the Philippines.
Because I met my wife during my college days in Philippines. She knows that this is my job.
Although Santos' family members are supportive of his job, people in his social circles might not understand him.
Because when I came to know her, then she came to know also that my job is an embalmer. What she told me, I don't want to talk to you, whatever, because your job is an embalmer. You are dirty, whatever. But for me, I feel angry that time. But now, what for I get angry to them because that's their assessment about me. But I don't care for. In Philippines, like they don't allow you to visit the sick person. They don't allow you.
Santos' son John also received negative comments from people around him, even though he's just assisting his father.
Actually, most girls say it's disgusting. Like one auntie, used to be my classmate, and she said it's disgusting. He's just freaking he's just like freaked out, and it's disgusting. I don't want to touch that body.
Santos and John are not the only people who are discriminated for their job. Anthony also experiences discrimination from people in his social circles.
They also worried to call me to attend certain gathering or say for just one example, a close friend of mine may be sick or his parent may be sick and warded in the hospital. chances is that I will not turn up to visit him. Because I myself fear if the gentleman's, everything goes on well, the person and discharged from the hospital, well and good. But what happened? After my visit, complication may set in and the old man die. They will blame me, you know.
Although the embalmers are often discriminated, Santos is not unduly affected. Instead, he moved to Singapore where he recognized the high population of Chinese who have a higher need for embalming than most other ethnicities.
This one, in my observation, this embalming, my job is, for me, is okay already. That I like my job.
However one dies, the bereaving who live long to remember the deceased as he or she was. The embalmer helps to preserve this memory with great dignity for the final journey. Everyone deserves respect. Why not the embalmers?